The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the Love Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championships.
He ever told you why he says
Your
scheduled
referee,
like that?
the ringmaster of Grand Slam, referee Joe King. Making their way to the ring first, the challengers.
Thank you for joining us for the second half of LPW 14. My name is Big Bad Boris, joined by LPW Referee of the Year, Stuart Garvey. I mean, that first half will be hard to top, but we got 3 more to go. We got 3 more good ones. Starting up with this, the LPW Tag Team Championships are on the line. These two factions went to war last month, and that war shows no signs of slowing down.
Accompanied by their manager and the brand new Scramble champion, Jack Pride.
I mean, I can't argue that gold looks good on him.
Looking to add a bit more to this group.
Making their way to the ring, accompanied by Thaddeus Archer III and Love Pro Wrestling Scramble Champion, Jack Pride. Weighing in at 407 pounds from our house on Paper Street, Marz the Specialist, TJ Cannon,
Seven firing on all cylinders so far tonight.
Already a little bit of dissension between TJ Cannon and Marz the Specialist. They haven't quite been on the same page so far.
Pride trying to give Marz a little bit of a pep talk. And here indeed come the first and only LPW Tag Team Champions, Rich King and Lumberjack Larry was the RADz. And where the RADz go, Judge Ben Omen goes as well. Oh, we got the foam fingers. Merchandising, kids. That's what it's all about. I believe we're about to do some tip touching here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
You can read it on those foam fingers.
Accompanied by Judge Ben Omen from Sherwood Park, Alberta, weighing in at 469 pounds, Rich King. Lumberjack Larry Woods, your LPW Tag Team Champions.
And you may not like the way the RADz go about their business, but I mean, the track record speaks for itself.
It does. And I will say, last month and so far maybe this month as well, we've seen a more focused RADz. Not quite as interested in antagonizing the fans like they often do. A lot more focused on the task at hand. And tonight, that is defending those LPW Tag Team Championships.
And there's definitely no love lost between Thaddeus Archer III and Ben Omen. That will be a subplot for sure during this match. I do not envy Joe King being in charge of trying to maintain some order in this one. Jack Pride making his way back to the locker room, gonna leave his tandem of Marz the Specialist and TJ Cannon.
Leave them in the hands of their manager, Thaddeus Archer III.
Joe King with what it's all about, those LPW Tag Team Championship titles. TJ Cannon's like a wild animal. There's no controlling this kid.
No, not at all.
Ben Oman couldn't wait to get his grubby paws back on those belts. And I think we're about set to get underway. Looks like Rich King, Marz the specialist, going to be the legal men for their respective teams. And we're underway with the second half of LPW 14. And much like that scramble match, I expect this one to break down rather quickly.
I would not be surprised.
Looking for the Greco-Roman knuckle lock to start. One of my favorite moves to call.
Test of strength.
Yep, Marz quickly with the headlock takeover.
Head scissors.
Rich King always in phenomenal shape. Take a look at some of his social media, some workout tips.
Oh, spinning Rich around.
Able to spin out into the hammerlock. This matchup starting on the canvas, on the mat. Not what I expected, but these guys can go. Marz rolling into the pressure of that hammerlock, able to get back to his feet, take one of his own.
To that full Nelson, Marz breaks it into one of his own. Spin around. Sweeps the legs into a crossface. Slips around into that front chancery.
The human game of chess early on. Had to go the extra mile for that fireman's carry takeover, but maintaining control of that arm. Fireman's carry of his own into that side headlock, wrenching it in, keeping Marz the specialist on the canvas and in their corner.
TJ Cannon just stewing in the corner.
Exchanging arm drags, both men back to their feet.
Even here.
And a very kind of trepidatious start. Not what I thought we were going to get. I thought these guys would be throwing bombs, throwing heavy artillery. But again, when the titles are on the line, you don't want to be the one to make that first big mistake.
Yeah, and surprisingly respectful from Rich King here. I'd expect some pot shots thrown.
Duck that clothesline. And it didn't take long for Ben Oman and Thaddeus Archer to both pick their spots, pick the same spot.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander, apparently. TJ Cannon tags himself in amidst all this chaos.
Archer and Oman shit-talking each other. The caged animal, TJ Cannon, about to be let loose, and he's ordering Marz. And like you mentioned off the top, Se7en did not appear to be the tight-knit unit that we were expecting or hoping them to be.
Jack Pride has been trying desperately to get TJ Cannon and Marz the Specialist on the same page. He's hoping some gold might solve those problems.
Yep, there's an old saying in athletics, the winning fixes everything, and if these two can become tag team champions, I have to think they'd become fast friends pretty quickly. Lumberjack Larry now
facing off with TJ Cannon.
This is a little bit more of what I expected off the top.
Yeah, the respect shown between the previous two competitors, I don't expect to see from these two. Oh!
Yeah, Larry able to go behind and take him down to the mat. Some tremendous amateur wrestling skills. Round and round goes Lumberjack Larry.
And the crowd getting behind Larry Woods here.
A spanking hankering. He's got a hankering to do some spankering. And TJ Cannon.
Not a fan of that at all.
His already loose marbles are coming even more unhinged. Thaddeus wants to check to make sure the area is okay. I will make zero comments about that. TJ Cannon trepidations to get back in the ring. He's beside himself.
Angrily tags Marz the Specialist back into the match.
Yeah, these guys aren't even in the same book, let alone the same page.
Gotta wonder if they can win the tag championships like this. Oh,
yeah, the RADz aren't going to wait around for these guys to sort their shit out. And I don't blame them. Divide and conquer. You go this way, I go that way. That's Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan stuff. Crossing the ring, adding a little bit of extra velocity.
A little bit of a do-si-do there.
And the RADz showing why they are the LPW Tag Team titles. Shaking hips and touching tips.
Absolutely. And hopefully defending their championships.
Stereo Bronco Busters from the champs.
And Larry just keeps going with that.
Joe King trying to get some semblance of order here. Good luck with that.
Oh, distracted by Larry Woods.
Yep,
while Rich made the cover.
Too many bodies in the ring. That cover unfortunately meant nothing. There's a cover. Now the RADz looking to go to work. Now they've divided up. Stunning Marz into their own corner. And now they're going to look to put the hurt on Marz, the Specialist, sandwiched in the corner with that clothesline.
Frequent tags back and forth between the RADz. Cutting that ring in half, keeping Marz the Specialist in their corner, far away from his tag team partner.
Absolutely champs for a reason. Great tandem offense with a double atomic drop into the Bulldog.
Textbook tag team wrestling here.
For the cover.
TJ's not happy waiting on that apron.
I think TJ's not happy in general.
I don't think I've ever seen him smile.
Smartly again, back into the corner. Another tag, Lumberjack Larry, now the legal RAD. Yep, quick tags back and forth, taking full advantage of that extra time they have to double up. Marz able to hang on, caught Larry coming in, there's a quick tag. TJ Cannon now legal. I'm not sure if Rich King knows that TJ Cannon's the legal man. Down to the floor. His head hit that ring apron hard.
Did. There's no give on that ring apron.
Now that might change the entire complexion of this. I'm not exactly sure what he drove him into. I can't quite see from where I am, but it's not good for Rich King, I guarantee that. Back inside the ring, and now just going to rain down bombs. Hard forearms. TJ Cannon, proud of his handiwork. Backing Rich King into their corner. Let's see if perhaps some tandem offense from Se7en if these guys can get on the right page.
TJ also kind of shoving Rich King into Marz the Specialist. I don't know if that was accidental.
Marz now legal with that European uppercut. And now we're seeing some quick tags. Ooh, man, he put a lot behind that one.
European uppercut in the corner. Snapmare out.
Ooh, man. Basement blockbuster from Lumberjack Larry. A little concerned he was ready to break that up if Rich King wasn't able to get the shoulder up. We've absolutely seen the tide of this change in a big way. Blatant choke across the middle rope.
kind of thing we expect from TJ Cannon at this point.
I mean, they're somewhat working together, but TJ Cannon not pleased at all.
TJ seems to be directing traffic a little bit.
Up onto the shoulders. Rich King trying to get out, able to do so.
Drops the elbow.
Out of that dragon sleeper position.
Might be able to make the tag to his partner. Larry Woods, fresh on the apron.
Now they both need to make tags. I'm not sure Marz knows what corner to go to right now. Trying to shake the cobwebs off. Marz making his way to the corner.
That's a tag with the RADz. Larry coming in like a house of fire, takes out TJ too.
Marz was close, but I don't know if he realized exactly how close he was, and now he's on the receiving end of a series of high-impact offensive maneuvers.
And Larry Woods is fired up right now.
Kick his ass, Larry!
Oh, into the flapjack. Marz able to kick out though.
And that time you saw TJ Cannon, he was ready to make that save. Not super confident that Marz is going to be able to escape that. Stu, it's saw on time.
Calling for that saw line.
Saw along at home, ladies and gentlemen. Into that ripcord. Oh, duck that clothesline.
Ducks it into the ropes.
Oh.
Larry holds on, but TJ rakes the eyes and tags himself in.
That was a pretty aggressive tag, too.
I don't think Marz saw what happened.
That was an aggressive shot right to the back of the skull.
TJ, just a rabid dog here.
I think TJ's starting to believe if this is going to get done, he's going to have to do it himself.
Snaps him down with that neck breaker. Larry able to get the shoulder up, only two.
Taking some of that wrist tape off, and I think we all know where that's about to go.
Oh, come on. Just a blatant choke right in front of the referee.
Joe King admonishing TJ Cannon, I should say, TJ Cannon with the damage done. Grabbing him by the ankle, dragging him to that corner, and Marz especially, he's not happy with the tactics used. Marz tries to keep things on the straight and narrow. TJ Cannon, I don't think he knows what the straight and narrow is.
We've seen Jack Pride and TJ Cannon almost try to mold Marz into their vision.
Back into the corner, hard into the buckle. There's the tag.
Pride calls Marz envy. Calls TJ the glutton for punishment.
Every time there's a tag, there's just dirty looks between the two of them, but I mean, able to work successfully together in that instance. Not enough to get it done, but again, the pendulum swung back in favor of Seven. Oh, man.
Driving him down with that DDT.
His head swung right into the canvas. Another cover.
Notice now Seven trying to keep Larry Woods in their neck of the woods. Not letting him get close to Rich King to make the tag.
Repeated chops to the chest of Lumberjack Larry. Marz again hesitant to make that tag, but
almost begrudgingly made the tag.
Charging in.
Drop kick. Takes Larry down, makes the cover. But only a two once again.
We're starting to see some fluidity from these members of Seven.
Maybe a little bit more cohesion than usual. Oh, and that assisted Famouser.
Wheelbarrow style, and
Rich King quickly.
He knew he had to get in there or that those titles slipping away. Keeping Larry back in their corner.
Right in front of us now.
This is a little too close for comfort.
Just choking him across the ropes again.
Ben Oman does not like what he sees at all. And on the other side of the coin, Thaddeus Archer is giddy.
Tag back into Marz, who seemingly, despite the orders of TJ, refuses to choke Larry in the same way, but
hammering away at the sternum with those kicks.
Tag back to TJ Cannon.
Yep, things are starting to come together for Se7en here. I'm sure Jack Pride, looking on from the back area, has got to be a little bit more pleased than he would have been earlier on.
Oh, looking for a draping DDT of some kind.
Dumped over the top rope. TJ able to hold on to that to keep from going down to the floor.
I don't know if Larry realizes that Marz is legal. Oh! Just falls out of the way, and Marz...
Lumberjack Larry hit the deck, and Marz kicked his own partner, much to the chagrin of Thaddeus Archer. But Marz wisely, instead of checking on his partner, went right back on the offensive. That issue, I'm sure, will be dealt with a little bit later, but right now the match continues.
I can't imagine TJ is too happy to be on the receiving end of that super kick.
Hung out to dry on that tree of woe. I think he was trying for that vertical suplex, but couldn't.
Marz trying to unhook his leg.
That couldn't complete the transaction.
Oh.
Ooh, man.
Larry catches him with a stomp on the way down. TJ tags himself in.
Made sure the ref saw it. Didn't see it that first time. Thaddeus trying to untangle Marz from that top rope. Meanwhile, TJ Cannon ankle control.
Oh, gets caught with an enziguri. Larry looking to make the tag out to Rich King.
Yeah, he's clawing his way to the corner to make
and
the
tag.
And
he does. Rich King, fresh. Coming in hot with a pair of clotheslines.
Meanwhile, all the blood in Marz's body's gone to his head. That can't be comfortable to be like that for that long.
Can't.
Caught the boot.
TJ just chucking Rich King out to the apron. Which catches him with the shoulder. Up and over. Slingshot DDT from Rich King.
Beautifully done. That might be enough. Marz wouldn't be able to make the save as he's still...
Marz may have passed out here. I'm not seeing any life from Marz the Specialist. Oh.
Using that core strength to try to free himself from this predicament. Rich King going to try to prevent that from happening before he turns his attention back to TJ Cannon. Oh, man. That went right where you don't want that to go.
Not at all. Rich King tags back out to Larry Woods. Marz, if he has any life in him, has got to be just extremely woozy, being upside down for that length of time. Oh.
Tandem offense from the RADz. There's the cover. And Marz finally able to free himself just in the nick of time.
Has his wits about him enough to make the save. Keeping championship aspirations alive for Se7en here.
All four competitors in the ring. Marz trying to take on both members of the RADz. Numbers game just too much. I mean, you can't play that game for too long and expect to win.
Oh, we've seen this before. They were looking for that rad shot. Marz takes out both members of the RADz.
All four.
Everyone's down. Bodies strewn all across the ring.
Ben Oman skulking around that corner. Thaddeus Archer nearby.
God, I wish Ben's shorts were longer.
It was only a matter of time before these two came face to face. Ben Omen, Thaddeus Archer. Oh. Ben Omen firing the first shot. In the meantime, inside the ring, TJ Cannon. Referee oblivious, dealing with the shenanigans on the outside. TJ Cannon got a hold of one of those championship belts.
Looking to take advantage of the distracted referee.
He's looking to imprint that LPW logo onto the forehead of Lumberjack Larry Marz.
I think that he's realizing this. I think he's intentionally keeping Joe King here, but Marz does not like. Oh! Malfunction at the junction there.
Marz doesn't want to win it that way. Marz wants to use some integrity. Marz wants to win the right way. He's always been like that, and that might have just cost himself a chance to become the LPW Tag Team Champion.
Rad shot.
Rad shot right in the middle of the ring. Cover from Lumberjack Larry. And the reign of the Rads will continue. And some might say Seven beat themselves tonight.
True.
They just couldn't seem to get it together, and you could imagine that Jack Pride less than pleased with what he's seen tonight.
Nonetheless, a great match between these two teams here.
Lumberjack Larry and Rich King still standing atop the Love Pro Wrestling Tag Team Division.
Touch champ retain their championships.
The look of devastation on the face of Marz, the specialist on the floor. He tried to do the right thing, but the right thing didn't pay off tonight. You can see it all over his face. I can't see where TJ Cannon is right now, but I can imagine pissed off is an understatement. Rads collecting their hardware, and the party will begin in the locker room. TJ Cannon staring daggers at Marz. And I assume a discussion, or possibly more, is about to go down. The fiery temper of TJ Cannon on display.
This is costing us! Shut your mouth! Hey, get your ass back here! Do not turn your back on us!
This is escalating quickly.
Get your ass over here!
Look at that look on the face of Marz, the specialist.
You two are on our last nerve. So you know what? You want to keep fighting? You want to keep being cute, pushing each other? Spencer, we're the Scramble Champion. You're going to do what we damn well say. So next month, Marz, the specialist, you think you know better than we do? TJ, get your crap together. You versus you. Next month, settle this and be done with it.
Jack Pride handling business in the family the only way he knows how. They're going to get it on because they don't get along. Oh, Marz the specialist with the sign of the Short Kings.
Pride does not like that.
Yeah, despite that victory for the Scramble Championship, the House of 7 absolutely in disarray.
Good, bring that! They're gonna figure it out, and all of you are gonna regret it, because it's going to be all of your fault! Trust us!
As I said, the House of 7 in disarray, and they're going to battle it out.